Hey, in this video I'm going to show you how to give yourself any Bedwars prestige you want or Skywars prestige and how you can make fake chat messages. A while ago I made this video where I showed you all the new Bedwars prestiges, and from that video I got some questions about how I made all of this, because myself I am a Sapphire prestige, so I'm not a Fire prestige. That is why people started to ask me questions how I did it, and on the forums or the Hypixel forums I posted this picture that I made showing all the new prestiges in a form of a list. And because the previous list was like 420p, I had these already and I wanted to make a full HD list, so I made that. I still get questions to this day how I made this, and today I'm going to show you how to give yourself any prestige just like you see here, since I'm not a Ruby Prime prestige. But here you can see that I do have the prestige in this picture. I'll put a link in the description down below that will send you to this side. It's pretty easy, you don't have to look at all of this, you only have to look at this. Again, with the link I will also list these ones. These are the different stars that are used for the new prestiges. For this video we are going to use the newest star because I think that one looks the coolest of all of them. First thing you need to do is think, what kind of prestige do I want to give myself? For this video we are going to create the Nebula prestige, since I think that one looks really good. You copy and paste the star you need right here. So if you are going to make a prime prestige, you have to use the other star. But if you're going to make one of the higher prestiges, like what I'm going to do now, you need this star. If you want, you can give yourself YouTube rank or Game Master rank or whatever you want. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to give myself helper rank instead of my normal rank, so you can see that it actually works. So let's type helper. There you go. And then your name and then the message. Look at my new prestige. Something along those lines. And now we are going to color the Nebula prestige. I'll link this picture down below so you know which prestige you can recreate, since I don't think anybody knows every prestige color out of his head, because there are a lot of colors. And with the later prestiges like these, the primes and these ones, there are color combinations, so it's even harder to remember which colors are used. But we are going to recreate this one. So we need dark red, red, pink, and purple. If you finish this, so with the rank you want and the prestige you want, or even maybe a person if you really want that, you can, for example, make this Hypixel and then it will look like Hypixel said something in the chat. But for this example, I am going to use my own name, and in the next example, I will show you how it looks with another name. Okay, so if you finish this, you scroll down, you can press preview command, but that isn't really necessary. You want to press generate command, copy the first one, tell raw command for Minecraft Java Edition 1.16 and above. And it will says copy if you press here, and then you need to go to Minecraft. Here we are in Minecraft, and I'm going to show you a bit how I always make my screenshots. First off, you want to make a room that is one color. So it can be the sky, you can look at the sky, that's fine. But I always use a white concrete box, since this is pretty much one color. If you're going to use the chat message on another picture, it's pretty easy to use one color, since then in Photoshop you can really easy like key it out. This is the contraption, it's nothing special. What you just copied, you now paste it in here in the command block. And if it's yellow, it means it works. If it's red, you did something wrong. There you go. But I see I made a mistake. 1 second. The next thing you want to do is go to options, video settings, and GUI scale. You want to get this as high up as possible. I'd suggest using GUI scale 5, but you can go higher, but 5 pretty much does the job, at least for me. When you do that, you can see that the chat is insanely big. The bigger it is, the more HD it will look. The mistake I made was that the star wasn't bold. You need to bold out the star, as you can see here, to make it look good. And if you don't do it, it will look like this, and you want it to look like this. You want the command block to repeat it quite a bit. Then you just try to look at the block like this, so you won't see it as a screenshot. And now all you do is make a screenshot. And if you did that, you can edit it. But I'm going to give you a few more examples of what you can create, and after that I'm going to show you in Photoshop how you can make it. I just told you that you can also use names of other people. This video is not made for you to make inappropriate things and blame people for things they haven't said. I'm just showing you what you can do with some pretty basic Minecraft commands. And this is another example. Now you can see that Manhal has said, "No, where are my stars?" since he now has 69 stars instead of his 2500 or something stars he has. This way you can pretty much edit everything. I'll give you one last example with Technoblade. Okay, and now the last example I'm going to give you before we are going to Photoshop is this. As you can see, I believe Technoblade has like 200 stars, but now you can see what 700 stars and Pick++ plus rank will look like. It's pretty pink in my opinion. Okay, now let's go to Photoshop. Now we are here in Photoshop. I already imported the two pictures you need. So this is a picture from the Bedwars lobby, and this is the picture we just made with the commands I showed you a second ago. Pretty basic this, it's just Bedwars lobby 1. It's just a normal chat, and we are going to remove one of these messages and replace them for the message we just made. The first thing you want to do is copy and paste one line of this. So with the contraption I showed you, you will get a lot of messages, but you only need one of them. And then you copy and paste it. I see I made a few mistakes, but I'll fix those later. Okay, here we go. You can see that the background doesn't match the background of the server. What I just told you, why you need one blank color, pretty easy. We are going to remove all the gray, and you are going to use the magic wand in Photoshop. I don't know if you're using another tool besides Photoshop, but then you need to find that out yourself, since I only use Photoshop. With the magic wand, you want to select all the dark gray spaces, since we want to remove those. I just keyed out the whole thing, and if I press delete, I see a few more spots. Okay, that one needs to go. So now you can see the chat message is completely transparent, at least for the background. Now you want to go to the chat and remove one message. I'm going to remove this guy. You want to select it. Try to only select that message. You need to watch really closely what you're going to do right now. Some chat messages, like the G and the P and the J, they overlay to the message below. So you need to really select the good part, since this part you don't want to erase. But then this part you want to erase. You go to color picker and you click on the background. I hope this is one continuous color. Otherwise we are going to use a gradient. You get the brush and you just remove it. You just removed someone's name out of the Bedwars chat. Now no one will ever know what he said. And now we are going to replace it with my chat message. We need to make it smaller so it can fit in here. This is pretty much how easy it is. Now you can see that you faked a screenshot, since I don't have helper rank, nor do I have the Nebula Prestige. But now if you send this screenshot to someone, it will look completely real, since it is pretty hard to tell if this is fake or not. That is how you can fake yourself some prestigious or fake screenshots. Again, don't use this for malicious intent, since that is not why I made this video. It's just to show you a small trick that you can maybe use to make thumbnails or something else. But with that, I hope you learned something. I will have all the steps down below in the description, so you can kind of reread it if you want to. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't make too many fake screenshots. Until the next one.